for NPP Sammy Awuku na sabe or the consensus be atudra ebra wo call Paul Adomoche issue eso na what the sema to just say NDC omunyina yi if 2024 nya de be fediago strategies ya mode egu akwan mu ede ba no ano odene enye ade se kuntunase anase kwati kwan bi no mbefa so mbewe ni the election 2024 na emu strategy omudi gu akwan mu no ade a ano odene yi se ebe fight anase ebe fight power for the NPP to break the eight. So breaking the eight ade a NPP start here omobo ho dahuru anase omudi ho dwuma gidi enye asem ketwa nti we ene nsem asame Awuku de kotu dwa cheche nsem bebre emu na ebra wode nsem no tudwa no moma yego na yenkotie sede osi ekan ene nsem a okan ya ama NDC sabre de obokam ho ehuru yi ba yenkotie Sammy Awuku.
He's talking about a new vision. Where we had challenges, it's up to him to make those corrections. And where we stumbled and failed, it's up to him to make sure that we do not cross that path. And nobody can sing our success story more than him.
You are talking about MPP.
Yes.
Whose stronghold is Ashanti region?
Great.
And that's how the MPP has won the elections. If you look at the data, you're going to share with me the data of the regional distribution.
Yes, exactly. And
if you look at that, Ashanti is very, very important.
Extremely.
And then you have a list of 10 where you have at least 3 or 4 of them from Ashanti. Usue Friakoto, Adainimo, Kwabene Japan, and Boache is also Eastern.
No, Eastern and Ashanti.
Ashanti. Okay. Alan Chemate. Now, among the Ashanti, oh wow, yes, of course, yes, of course.
Adainimo
I mentioned,
okay.
If you look at that
so
list,
if you take out the Honorable Joe Gatti,
Alan Chemate is prominent among the Ashanti names for the MPP. If you are going into a difficult
Ashantis don't vote that way.
Which way? They don't vote.
No. They don't. They don't vote on tribal lines. Yeah. President Kufuor will tell you that when he contested in 92,
that may not be true from the data.
Well.
Ashanti's highest votes.
Yes.
MPP's highest votes in Ashanti has been under President Kufuor.
No, when Kufuor first contested, President Kufuor will tell you his backbone wasn't Ashanti. And in 96, even when he was contesting against the Dubois.
Oh, we're talking internal.
I'm talking internal.
Okay. I'm talking the national, where Ashanti.
And the north of our party also don't vote on tribal lines.
No,
Mahama was from the north, but could not secure the entire northern bloc.
I'm not talking about the internal. I'm saying that in terms of the choice. Why is Alan not better for an election that's going to be difficult? And why are you not focusing on your stronghold? Because that you need to secure. Why are you thinking about somebody's stronghold?
Well, I think in your own analysis and your projections on the famous touchscreen, which is popular now across the world, you said that if the NPP had not secured enough parliamentary votes out there, our story would have been a different
completely different.
And we used to have 4 seats. The NDC had 27.
In northern region?
In the northern region. In the old northern region, which now is you have northern, Savannah, and northeast. Now, we have moved from 4 seats to 16. The NDC, they've dropped from 27 to 15.
Since 2008.
Yes.
Since Baumia came on the ballot.
Since Baumia came on the ballot. And he's been working at it. And I believe that this is
somebody... So that's not a fluke, it's working at it.
No. That's somebody who is turning somebody's World Bank into a microfinance for the party. And clearly, I believe that the time comes when sacrifices must also be borne in the supreme interest of our party. And I believe if there was ever an occasion, I think he will make a very good leader for our party.
So do you think you will keep your Ashanti 70-something%?
I think we can improve upon it.
Without an Ashanti on the ticket?
Elections, good candidates don't always win elections. But good and smart candidates win elections.
What does that mean?
If a candidate is strategic, the candidate knows when to throw the jabs and when to hit the opponent more at the groin. Politics is strategy.
So
I'm sure ahead of the Nigerian polls, the social media in Ghana had their own candidate.
Peter Obi, he's still our candidate.
Yeah,
we still believe that he won the election.
Social media had a candidate.
We still believe Peter Obi won the election.
Well, the Electoral Commission did not declare that, the Independent Electoral Commission. In 2012, NPP, we still believe we won the election. But we never formed government.
No.
So, until you are declared winner. What I'm saying is, in politics and also in the run-up to elections, I've had a rare opportunity, Paul, of being trained by the Communist Party to a bit in China.
You were in China?
Yes, when I served as the party's youth leader. I've also been trained by how the conservatives also operate in the UK.
That's interesting.
And I've been also trained by the CDU in Germany and the Republican Party. So I have a fair understanding of how these political campaigns work. And I believe that when I see candidates who show some of these dexterity and the utility ability to also deliver, I can see. The NPP will secure victory in 2024 and the NDC won't understand. But we'll have a good evening Ghana in 2025. Now,
they won't understand or they won't accept.
No. As for accepting you, it's not your choice. Whether you accept or not, and the winner is declared. We had our own reservations about 2012. But I'm saying this because I'm not talking about the NPP doing anything illegal.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
talking
very
about
important.
very important, let me emphasize. But the NPP will win based on strategy. That's what I'm saying in 2025.
But why doesn't the NPP, which has been in government for 8 years, win on performance, record, economy?
What is what I'm saying? Because our party's strength, our ability to deliver, we have delivered. But maybe our ability to amplify what we have delivered is what we have to double up. And,
people don't feel happy.
It is not just unique to our situation. And anybody who sits on TV or radio and pretends that times are not rough, then the person doesn't get it, saying or feel what they feel. If these three things do not coincide, I don't think I'll just jump into any race. And for me, I have stated and quite clear in my mind that courage rises with danger. And it comes with its own repercussions. But this is politics for you. And the only thing that I believe the NPP can do to sustain us, for us to break the look, after November 4th, whoever wins should be able to bring his people together. I believe Bawumia possesses some unique qualities. Look, someone like the Honorable Opariansa, and let me even deal with the establishment thing he spoke about. I think Bawumia has become an offspring of an intercourse between the base and what he calls even the establishment. Because every constituency he has visited, if I look at the visuals, if you test the pulse of the people, the euphoria that greets him, the acceptability, he appears to me more of a consensus candidate than an establishment candidate. And it just reminds me of the biblical issue of when humanity met divinity, he produced Jesus. When the grassroots converges or meets up with those at the top, you have a consensus candidate. And I think this man brings into focus what the NPP can get from the Zongos. The NDC strongholds are three in any major election. The Zongos down south, the Northern Bloc, and Volta. If the NDC is always able to secure these three blocks, all they do is to then enter your turf and get some fuel from it, and they are good to go.
28%.
And they are good to go.
They win.
Good to go. Now, if you have a candidate, it's also crystal clear that the NDC's candidate will be from the Northern stock.
It is already clear.
It is crystal clear.
John Mahama.
John Mahama.
Former president.
Former president, His Excellency, the former president. If you have Bawumia also from the Northern Bloc, these two wonderful Northerners will have to slug it out up there. Now, it's up to the down south to also see what they can do to deliver victory for any of these candidates. And I believe that the NPP's choice of Dr. Bawumia, again, is somebody that is also a great campaigner. His honesty has been clear. And I believe that he's not been a vice president who has been an armchair vice president. And as a vice president who has championed many projects of government, been at the forefront of this whole digitalization thing. Look, people think that you can separate digitalization from the economy. You cannot. There's a nexus. Because you're talking about formalizing the economy. You cannot do that when you do not have even a universal card system that is able to help track and trace whatever you are doing within the economic establishment. And so for me, look, you had the whole bureaucratic processes if you wanted to even get a common driver's license. Now it's no longer there. Look at the passport sector. Look at what is happening at the port. First, when people spoke of AI, we thought that this was the next 10, 15 years. But Paul is here with us. And the world will not wait for you to crawl before you get there. You either put up or you go to sleep. And I think this is a vice president who has also distinguished himself. In the past, you and I know that it hasn't been easy for presidents to go through even almost 8 years with their vice president. It's always been turbulent. disagreement here and there. But this man has shown loyalty, courage, determination, and a support system to our party, our government, and our president, even in the most challenging time. And I want a leader who will not turn his back on me in times of difficulties. I want somebody who will be able to assure me that, look, in spite of the challenges we face, the challenges we face may be fearsome, but so are our strength. We are going to get out of this, and these are the measures we are taking. Nobody has a clearer understanding of our achievements in government more than Dr. Bawumia, because he's been part of the drafting of it. He knows where we face challenges. He knows where we have failed to even implement it. He knows where we can also talk of our success stories. So if he's coming on board,